Hey, Intuitive Soul Tribe. Mel, Intuitive Soul Coach here, excited to bring to you today's collective reading. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and welcome if you're new. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, welcome collective. I'm getting a message right away around the golden rule. The golden rule, treat others the way you want to be treated. It can be one of the universal laws, such as the law of karma, law of cause and effect. What goes around comes around. There may be something about breaking the rules, bending the rules, following the rules. Okay, I get rules showing up here for you. So your first card out is breakthrough. There's some sort of clarity that's coming your way. There's a moment of truth. You have the clarity card, which is like the Ace of Swords. And we'll clarify here your themed energies, but there's something coming to light. This could be if rules were broke in some way, shape, or form, whether that's universal rules, it can be some sort of regulation, restrictions, or if you were going by the book or someone was doing something underhandedly, I feel like it's coming out in the open. Okay, this may have to do with one's moral compass. It may have to do with values as well. For some of you, someone may have crossed a line in romance, okay? Or maybe someone's having a little bit of fun and breaking the rules here in romance in some way, shape, or form. We do have marriage, strong bonds, passion, intimacy, trust. I do see truth, and trust coming up. So again, if it pertains to some sort of contractual agreement, such as marriage, this could be a legal situation, some sort of bending of the rules, or something is being renegotiated is what I am sensing here. Now we also have travel or trip. This could be R&R showing up for some of you, downtime, healing, recovery. It's almost as if once this breakthrough happens, you can let out that breath that you may have been holding on to. And I feel like you're able to find more peace, more positivity. Spirit, what is the advice here? What's the advice for the collective? What's the advice? And bottom of the deck, heart's desire. So this is really great. You're actually opening up the heart here after a time of, and there's the belief system. Beautiful. So this is about opening up to a situation that you weren't quite sure if you could trust, or perhaps there were situations in the past that involved the bending of rules, or maybe some sort of morals, ethics, boundaries, I'm getting even, may have been crossed in some way, shape, or form. It may have had to do with the heart, or it could have been, passion projects. This is making decisions from a heart space. What would love do, right? And for others of you, it is a love for what you do and taking care of your heart. This is heart chakra energy. May have to do with forgiveness, bitterness, resentment. It can be happiness, joy, honesty, love. So I feel for a lot of you, this heart has been activated in some way, shape, or form. You don't see that coming. It's at the bottom of the deck. You may not fully feel like you're in this space at this time, but you're getting there, because look at your second card is new life. So there's a breakthrough here towards a brand new beginning, because you've done some healing work as well. You have a lot of heart energy coming in. You have heart's desire. Look at that. It's a nice, fresh, orangish, yellow energy with the heart, which is sacral and solar plexus. This is empowerment. This is healthy ego. It is intimacy with self, with others, and it is trust, creativity, and expression. And there's something that had been shattered in the past with the mending, maybe a broken dream, or your creativity was suppressed in some way, shape, or form. But this is coming together in a really enlightening way for you, collective. And there's the forgiveness word. This is healing, repairing, therapy, and maybe even some form of surgery. Some of you may have undergone psychic surgery, could be surgery on the body. This could even be therapy, mental health. You may have gone through some traumas that you had been working out for years on end, but your heart is activated. You might not feel it quite yet. I feel like you do though. You feel it, you know it, but perhaps you don't see it just yet. You're on the precipice. We're going to get a timing card here for you as well, but we have new life, major transformation, major shifts, following the golden rule. For those of you that have followed the rule, right? If you've put out good energy, if you've been kind, if you've been, living life from a heart-spaced energy. And even though you may have emotions that come in like the rest of us having a human experience do of, sometimes jealousy, greed, bitterness, resentment, criticism, judgment, we all have those feelings from time to time. It's what we do with them. Do we suppress them? Do we hang on to them? Do we store them within the body? Do we project them onto others? That is the real lesson, right? How we react to what is given to us. And I feel like you've done a lot of healing, therefore you've done a lot of ascension. And I feel like the good is coming back to you. What you put out there, you're receiving back, even if it's been a long time coming. I'm getting strong Sagittarian energy here. I get strong Libran energy because I'm getting the Temperance and the Judgment. Justice. Well, Judgment here as well, because we also see the Second Chance card, which is Judgment. And then we see the Hierophant, belief system. This is values. This is, what we were talking about earlier. So for a lot of you, morals, values, ethics, you could be bending your truth, or you could even be reprogramming your truth. Maybe your truth is different than it was 5 years ago, because our truth is always changing, right? It's always changing. What may have been our truth 5 years ago may not be our truth now. Maybe you wanted to really move in that direction, but life happened and you had an awakening and you decided that was the direction you wanted to go in. And now that's your truth. That's your belief. And so some of you, you're bending, you're reconfiguring, you are having a major breakthrough because perhaps you were going back and forth on a choice or a decision, or even questioning, what am I doing here? What am I supposed to be doing here? And I feel like there is a realization coming in. There's an aha moment, but it's not the moment in itself. It's what you do with it. It's some sort of action taken. And once you have this breakthrough, it's almost like there's a wave, and I say a wave because those are our emotions. It's like a wave of relief comes through and you say, yes, that's what I need to do here. This is the action I need to take to back this up. So I do see Chariot and Knight energy here for you as well, possibly even the Emperor stepping up, feeling empowered, taking action, and finding resolution to something that had been eluding you or you'd been conflicted in. Now we have clarity. You may even find clarity through meditation, collective, getting outside, spending time in the outdoors. Some of you may have just gotten back from some sort of travel or vacation, or that could be something you have planned. Okay, I do see here mountains. So some of you, you could be visiting a mountainous landscape. For others of you, you could even be visiting some sort of cave. Okay, interesting. Maybe that's symbolic. Some of you, you've been, wanting to hibernate. I almost see kind of like a very orangish cave. I mean, those can be in mountainous landscapes as well, but maybe you're going kayaking in some caves, and there's a lot of really beautiful colors and atmospheres that you're embracing. All right, let's dive into the advice. We have Second Chance here. This is a do-over. It is a review, and we have forgiveness showing up here again. So for some of you, perhaps you are being too hard on yourself. Perhaps you felt like you were judging a situation, judging yourself, or you felt judged in some way, shape, or form. Now, through this breakthrough, through some sort of truth coming to light, there's a new offer here. This is a better offer to raise your frequency and try again to fulfill some sort of achievement, goal, or milestone in a new way, because something of the past no longer works the way that it once did, right? And it needs to be renewed. Think of batteries, right? You put batteries into a remote, it works for a while, but eventually those batteries need to be replaced. I feel like you kept taking out the batteries. I'm sure everybody's done this from one time or another. I mean, I've even done this in my mouse here where we take out the batteries and we reconfigure them, right? You take them out and re-put them back in, reposition them. Sometimes it's probably the exact same way, but we see if we, shake things up a little bit, if it's going to work just a little bit longer, right? A little more juice. We can suck a little bit more out of the battery until we have to fully replace them. That's what I'm getting here for you, collective, is some of you may have tried to reconfigure. You may have tried to suck all that you could out of something because you didn't fully want it to end, but the end was inevitable. You knew at some point that that battery was going to die, need replacing or updating in some way, shape, or form. I mean, that could be your job, that could be a relationship, that could be anything in your life where you've put the energy into it and you just wanted to make it work because you knew that by going out and buying new batteries, you'd have to add that to your list and it'd just be another thing to do, right? And I hope you're following me symbolically there. It's work, and we don't always love to put in the work. And I feel like this breakthrough does require action. It requires you to go to the store, or in this case, go look for that new job or look for this relationship, or put a little bit of effort towards it. Now, I also am getting allowing yourself to receive and to just say yes. So some of you may be saying, well, Melissa, that's counterintuitive. You're telling me to go get it, but yet just say yes. Is it going to fall in my lap? I feel like you taking one step is going to allow the universe to work with you and bring it closer to you so you can meet in the middle type of energy is what I'm getting here, because it requires, the remote to be working, right? The things on the remote, you don't even question the buttons. You question the battery piece of it. And the remote doesn't question the person, right? I mean, the remote's not real, but you know where I'm coming from here. I feel like it requires, it requires trust on both ends in some way, shape, or form. Okay, so let's get back into it here. There's a clean slate. There's a do-over. This is a new chapter of your life. For some of you, it's a brand new story. Your belief system is shaking up. You could be reprogramming, update. Maybe you're throwing out the remote and getting a brand new one. I feel like you are stepping into this vibrational frequency that allows you to perhaps live more simply, or simplistic is kind of what I'm getting here with the R&R. Some of you, you're tired. Some of you are wore down, right? Some of you may want to feel more inspiration, more love, more vitality. I feel like there is a timeout period, or there is some sort of breakthrough that is going to allow you to rest, allow you to have fun, not take life so seriously, to bring more joy, more magic into your world. Some of you, this also has to do with animals. You could be getting a new pet or maybe spending time with your pets. Some of you could even be taking your pet to, a dog park over the weekends, or you're taking your dog to the vet. For those of you that do not have animals, pay attention to the animals outdoors, okay, or even indoors. I mean, some of you could have some little creepy crawly creatures. Hopefully not if you're not into that kind of thing. Who doesn't want to see big old spider eyes while you're eating your dinner or something? But I feel like you're embracing that energy of companionship and love, connection, retreat, peace, recovery, downtime. This is about you allowing yourself to take a load off in some way, shape, or form and just be. And that may require action on your end, right? It may require you to say yes when you mean yes and no when you mean no. It may require you to, end that relationship. It may require you to retire. Whatever it is, I feel like a choice or action is showing up on your end, but it actually puts you in a space to receive more blessings, more play, more abundance, and really enter into this new energy, whatever this may be for you. So let's dive in and clarify. Spirit, what's this breakthrough all about? What's this breakthrough all about for the collective? What's this victory? Okay, 5 of Wands, some sort of conflict, something you've been going back and forth. This could even be a sibling fight. I'm getting like battle of the sexes. Isn't that a game? Battle of the sexes. Maybe there was some sort of adversity here in some way, shape, or form. Maybe you felt ganged up on in some way where people were maybe even bullying you or not listening to you. I mean, 5 of Wands can be about competitiveness. It can be needing to work together. It can be criticism. It can be, pointing fingers at our competitor or the people around us, judging, criticizing. But I feel like there's teamwork. There's some sort of breakthrough when it comes to adversity or, opposing views. And Page of Cups says that there's some sort of new idea, new energy, new opening of the heart, because sometimes it's this heart that shuts down that creates conflict. It creates those lower frequencies of judgment, bitterness, criticism, nitpicking, right? It can't even be trying to one-up each other, even though this is the 5 of Wands and that one-upping can be more of the 5 of Swords. It is still the energy here of lack of leadership and everybody throwing out, different viewpoints, but no one agreeing. And because we have the Page of Cups showing up here, the Page of Cups is news. It's some sort of message or coming to a point where there is resolution and there's curiosity. So it's as if all of these people, it's like everybody talking at the same time, right? Have you ever been in a room and, everybody's talking and you can hear it muffled, but you can't quite tune into one specific conversation because they're all going at once? It's almost as if something has gone silent, or finally someone's able to break through the energy or cut through the energy, take that wand and just slice it through. Or, that's more of sword. I keep getting sword here. Spirit, why is the sword coming in? Do we have a sword? Okay, we have a wands. We're going from the 5 to the 6. So maybe someone is using their intellect as well, because I am getting swords. Maybe they're using their intellect to come up with some sort of an offer, but the other person is keeping their heart open, okay? Or keeping something open here. I feel like there's curiosity, there's discovery. Some of you, if this is a love connection, you may have thought, I don't know if I have enough in common with this person, or if this is a job interest collective. There may have been a lot of different roles and you weren't even quite sure where you fit into the mix here, but there's a beginning of a situation. This is about curiosity, and I actually feel like there's people in the background where they're looking up to you at this time, or they're looking to you for advice, or you are above the competition. That's what it is. It's something here about being above the competition because you are the one that kept your heart open and you didn't let some sort of lower energy hold you down for too long. And that's what we were talking about in the beginning. Sometimes we feel bitter, or we feel angry or jealous or insecure, whatever it is. But because you didn't allow that to either affect you or to manipulate you in some way, shape, or form, you may have had those feelings. You may have had some sort of, emotional turmoil here. But I feel like you are rising above it and you're coming out on top. You really are. You're coming out on top with that 6 of Wands. That's what the breakthrough is here. If you've been going for a job and there's been a lot of competition, you're going to hear news. You're going to be the one that they go for. If this is a family drama or some sort of drama within the family that may have even involved children, I feel like there's going to be some sort of victory or success or achievement here that has to do with a battle. Okay, battle of the sexes. I keep hearing that. So maybe some of you it had to do with a group of women or a group of men, or maybe you felt in competition with a certain target market. Okay, or all of you are going for the same thing or the same person. Why do we have clarity here? What are we getting clear about? The Hermit. You've done a lot of soul searching here. You're clear about one thing, and what you're clear about with the Hermit is you are better off on your own if it compromises your integrity. Okay, I feel like you've done the soul searching, and one thing you're clear of is you have wisdom, you have knowledge. There's something here about you being wise, maybe wise above your time, or some of you are old souls. You may have even taken a little bit of a step back to gain this sense of clarity, because the Hermit does go into a little bit of that introspection. Sometimes that Hermit energy, needs to take some time out, some solitude to figure out how to come together, how to collaborate. If someone isn't being a good team player, I feel like you are entering into a new chapter of your life where you can find that energy, or you're better off, on your own, or just staying out of something. Stick, not your monkeys, not your circus. You don't need to get involved in something or be drawn in. And that's kind of what I see. That's why the breakthrough is coming in here. Three of Pentacles is teamwork, making that dream work, but it's showing up in reverse, which means there wasn't teamwork here, not with that Five of Wands. Therefore, there's going to be a message or a new beginning being offered, one where you rise above, literally rise above. Five of Wands to the Six of Wands. You're moving up out of that, and you've done a lot of thinking, you've done a lot of searching, and you want to fight for something that, everybody is fighting for the greater good. You want to be a part of a team, and there's no I in team. And I just feel like there's been an I. Maybe that's the rules. Maybe someone broke the rules here, or they weren't being a good team player by following the rules in some way, shape, or form. But in order to get back to a place of balance, you had to take a little bit of time for you, is what I'm seeing here. Let's take a look at love. Why do we have the romance piece showing up for the collective? Why do we have romance showing up? Oh, there's a love offer coming in. There is a love offer, and someone is going to, someone's either going to accept it. Five of Pentacles in reverse. Someone is, maybe even felt a little bit left out in the cold. Or someone may be coming towards you, but you may be saying, sorry, I don't want to deal with that drama. And someone may feel left out in the cold by you. Okay. I do see here that there is going to potentially be an apology. Okay. Potentially be an apology. Spirit, why is the Five of Pentacles here? I just heard pride. Someone's pride was wounded. Someone's ego may have been wounded or bruised. Yeah. Oh, Nine of Swords. There was a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress over a romantic situation or a union. And I feel like someone felt left out, very left out here in the cold. When the Nine of Swords shows up, this can even be depression. It can be staying up late at night. It can be tossing and turning. Someone may have really had a struggle without I see someone not being able to sleep next to you, or you not being able to sleep next to someone else. They may want to come in, want a second chance, but you may have really done some soul searching to say, do I want to allow this person back into my life? This could be the breakthrough. Remember what I said about the batteries in the remote? You may have been flipping those batteries, trying to get it to work for a long time, but the truth, right? Truth, because we're seeing truth. The truth of the matter is there wasn't enough juice. The battery ran out. And no matter what position you put it in, no matter how many times you flipped it upside down, inside out, left and right, whatever you tried to do to reconfigure, that remote wouldn't start. And or the TV wouldn't start. You just couldn't power it up. And I feel like that's why this shift, the batteries, how you were going about it, and the remote, the batteries itself represent the energy. It takes the energy from the battery to get that remote started, right? So the energy that you were going about something, even though you were trying to kind of reconfigure it, it was the same energy, which kept going, lower and lower and lower, dimming, dimming, dimming until finally it was out. And we have to replace it, even though energy cannot be destroyed nor created, but it can, shift, it can be transferred. And I do feel here that there is a replacement coming in here. Someone may have replaced you. You may have replaced someone else. Okay. I'm also getting here with the Nine of Swords, there was a lot of anxiety around a heart connection, and trust may have been severed. Spirit, why is someone left you on red, or someone left you on hold in some way, shape, or form? It's as if you weren't quite sure. Maybe you told someone, I need time, just wait. Back off, I need space. But someone was impatient here, and they may have done something that left you out in the cold. Okay, and then lastly, outcome, Knight of Pentacles. This is about slow and steady, and I feel like you don't want to rush into things. You don't want to, you want to start from a very trustworthy, honest, respectable forward movement. Yeah, especially if you're coming out of some sort of major awakening, there may have been a forced pause. Okay, there may have been a forced pause for whatever reason. Let's look at the second chance. We have second chance. I mean, if this isn't a romantic situation, please take it as it resonates. It could be any situation where the heart is involved. Maybe it's something around a union, a very important friendship or family dynamic. It could be a passion project. It could be, intimacy with self even. What's the second chance all about for the collective? What's the second chance all about? Death. Yeah, you've cut something off. You've cut something out. There's a breakthrough around something that had ended. Okay. And I feel like there could be there's a new energy coming in. That's why those batteries needed to be replaced, right? Or the remotes needed to be replaced. There is a do-over here. There has been something that's been cut out, an ending, bringing in a brand new beginning. What's this energy look like? 10 of Swords. Ooh, this was painful too. Whatever this was a painful ending. I do see it caused a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety. There was conflict, maybe even a lot of arguments, not getting on the same page here. But I do like that we see the Six of Wands showing up with this breakthrough, because it's been a long time coming. There's been a lot of bickering, or maybe you were left out in the cold. If this is a job situation, it's like you feel like everybody's keeping you on the lowdown. They're not telling you something, but you're actually going to come out on top. Even if you felt a little bit alienated or hermited, I feel like you're going to get clarity sooner rather than later. There's a brand new beginning coming in, and you are reprogramming. Spirit, what do we need to know? You're recommitting is what I'm getting as well. You're reprogramming, but at the same time, you're recommitting to a new path. There's commitment here to a new beginning. You're all in. Yeah, there's the Chariot. You're all in. So after a time of feeling a little bit stuck, right? After a time of feeling insecure, after a time of feeling maybe some lack of confidence, maybe even jealousy, or you weren't quite sure if you felt like you had what it takes to move forward, because something here had left you feeling less than with the Queen of Wands. Maybe even a little, yeah, I'm just getting insecure because you were stuck. You weren't sure, which way do I go? What do I do? And belief system is saying you're committing to a new direction, a new path, and you actually feel quite confident about it. Or you may feel shaky, collective. You may feel shaky, but show up shaking. Show up shaking, because you have what it takes to move forward triumphantly. You've outgrown a situation, right? You've outgrown a situation. You've outgrown a relationship. You've outgrown a job. You've outgrown even the old you in a way, and you're meant to turn a new leaf. And we have the R&R card. We have Animal Kingdom here as well, but this can be about companionship, unconditional love, support. Now, time out, downtime, healing, recovery. I feel like that's kind of what the end step is, or the next step may have to do with R&R, gaining some space, recouping, bringing more peace into your world, maybe a spiritual retreat. This could be going to a place to help you recover. It could be a place within your mind. It could be a physical place. Spirit, tell me about the R&R showing up. What's the R&R showing up for the collective? The Empress. Beautiful. Yeah, nurturing. It's like you're nurturing yourself. You are taking care of yourself here. You can see that she does have a swollen belly. Some of you, this could even be pregnancy, but I feel like it's you going through that period, right? Just like, when one is pregnant, whether it's a person, whether it's an animal, they go through that, gestation period where they nurture, they take care of, they get ready for new life. And that's what your outcome is, right? That's what your outcome is the new life. But right now it's like you are, 6, 7, 8 months into a situation. I feel like there's still some time here. Let's get a timing card as we see time. I mean, the Empress is the most abundant. She's the most creative. She's the most fertile. She is very sexual. She's the mother of all, right? She's that mother nature, mothering, loving, receptive, receiving energy. And I feel like you're receiving some really beautiful blessings. Absolutely. Let's get a timing card. Spirit, what do we have for timing? This is also Libran, Taurus energy. We see Cancer out here. All right, we see with the Hanged Man, we have Pisces. We have winter time. So again, you may be, depending on where you are in the world, here in the Northern Hemisphere, I believe winter starts, is it November, December? But I feel that this may also be when like the snow flies or snow falls. This could even be, going through that hibernation period in a way of kind of reflecting, going within. Just like the seasons change, you are entering into a new season of your life. There could have even been something around winter. And I think I said this in the beginning, that Capricorn full moon was in January of 2024. In a few days, the second new full moon is coming up in the sign of Capricorn, so twice in 1 year. And this could be a completion of something that may have began around that time, or this could be coming to, a new turning point with something that you've started at the beginning of the year. So take that as it resonates. What else do we have here? And then we have, look at that, August energy. These are timeless readings. So whenever you're watching them, some of you, maybe you're going to watch them in the winter, but we do have this showing up right away, and we're heading into Leo season in just a few days. August is just around the corner. So this abundance, whatever this Empress means for you, whatever abundance looks like in your life collective, it's showing up right here, right around the corner. Now let's take a look, last but not least, your outcome energy of new life. We've been doing a lot of healing, self-reflection, work. I feel like you've been trying to follow the golden rule the best that you can. You've been trying to follow the universal laws, right? Law of attraction, law of cause and effect. But at the same time, we are having, this human experience. We're souls having a human experience. We are not doing everything perfectly, but neither are we supposed to, right? We're not supposed to be perfect. That's just perfectionism can be something people struggle with. And this is about forgiving, coming together. But I also feel like there's been something that has broken here in some way. A broken rule, broken heart, broken dream, broken bones. I hope not. And I'm sending all of you love, because this isn't fun energy, but it's inevitable. We all go through some sort of pain, and it's how we pick up the pieces and come back from that pain. And I see you've done a lot of work. You've done a lot of work on yourself. I see that with the Hermit here, but the fact that you're finally, ending something with the Death and the Ten of Swords, I mean, if that's not double ending, I don't know what is, but I feel you going from the Five of Wands to being in this drama or in this place of conflict or confusion or, just volatile or adversity, feeling very all over the place. Like I said, many people talking at the same time in one room. It feels overwhelming. You're rising above that energy. You're healing it. You're focusing on the heart here. There's a heart activation that's leading you directly to the new life. So what does this look like for the collective? Spirit, what does this look like? What does this look like for the collective? It looks like moon energy happens quick. We have the full moon in Capricorn that we've been talking about. I mean, this could happen as soon as the weekend. Okay. I mean, we have moon showing up. We have Eight of Wands. There could be a message. There could be incoming news, communication. This is quick. This is like a whirlwind coming in for you. And it's King of Swords. There's some sort of truth. This could be a legal situation. This is someone who is bringing about experience, knowledge, wisdom. This can also be intelligence. I feel like this may have to do with maybe some sort of learning, classes. Okay. It could be you hearing from a boss or someone who's very forward, a straight shooter, right? He tells you how it is. And remember in the very beginning, I kept getting that sword energy very strong. Well, who holds the biggest sword of all here is this King of Swords. And that's action oriented. And that is about cutting straight to the truth. And that's what I see. There's something that is bringing you clarity. And we have the clarity card. He's holding that Ace of Swords, that truth, Ace of Truth. There's something by the book. It almost looks like, if it could, it would say the golden rule. And I feel like that's coming back to you here and it's coming in quick. So the moon says there's something being shown. There's truth. There's a moment of truth here. It's going to change everything for you. And I feel like this is honest. This is something you can trust. This is maybe by the book, by the rule, the hand of the divine. I'm getting the hand of the divine. Spirit, can we get one more card, not from this deck? Spirit is saying, okay. All right, we're going to get one last message here from this oracle to clarify the King of Swords. Okay. I'm getting 3. Okay, take 3. Okay. There's the 3. We have ancestral healing. There's something about deep healing, deep, maybe family wounds. We have feminine energy and we have unleashed. So it says when you heal, 7 generations from the past and 7 generations from the future heal. Be different while honoring those who came before you and then after you. Your ancestors are holding space. So this can be ancestral wisdom here for you as well. Maybe a breakthrough when it comes to patterns, family dynamics as well. Okay, maybe it has to do with repeating the same thing when it comes to love or romance based on maybe some family shifts that you've gone through. We have the divine feminine. Deepen the connection to who you are by flowing with music, meditation, and water. Immerse yourself in passions. Bathe in the creativity and inspiration that will flow through you. I mean, that literally is the Empress. I mean, feminine energy, we have the Empress showing up in your reading. So that's a beautiful confirmation of bathing in creativity. We have R&R. Bathing in creativity and music and passions. I mean, you have heart's desire here as well. And that is about passion projects, right? So we see a lot of this feminine energy. And even though it's going to take the action of that King of Swords to cut through to some sort of truth and to take action on something, it's ultimately leading you back into that I am energy. I am. And I want you to work with that. I am. What are you, collective? I am worthy. I am abundant. I am lovable. Work with the I am. And last but not least, unleashed. You are a fierce, sovereign queen or king, It's time to radiate your divine fierceness. No more holding back your power. Today, own your fierceness. Own it. This is the orange energy, orange and yellow of, again, that sacral and solar plexus chakra, which is the powerhouse within. It is feeling empowered. It is feeling, fierce. It is being able to not hold that light back. And it just feels like someone was over talking your energy, or an energy just feels like it was overwhelming to you, where you may have been stunted. You may not have been able to grow or to talk or to express yourself. You may have needed to cut something out. And through all of this, you're responding to the energies differently than you have in the past. Therefore, you're receiving a different result. And that different result is leading you directly towards a new life. That is what I have for you, collective. I hope it resonates. Thank you so much for being here and tuning in. If you like the reading, please hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, subscribe, and hit that bell. Lots of love.